This is reporter Ed D'Alessandro reporting on the actual event that occurred the evening of whatever the fucking date was last night at 2:30 in the morning. We're approaching the crime scene with Detective Lori. As we approach the scene, we see remnants of the situation.
Don't disturb the crime scene.
Do not disturb the crime scene. There's evidence everywhere.
Whose are those?
Well, they gotta be Wally's.
Oh, Wally. Okay, leave them there. That's evidence.
Yeah, you shouldn't have touched it.
Where?
That is definitely blood from the assailant.
Where was the victim sitting?
Victim was sitting right there. He
So
attempted.
explain how he fell.
He attempted to stand up and fell down.
And that's where his head hit.
His head hit right there.
Right there.
Yes, that was his head right there.
So that would have been the right
Detective
side.
Lori.
So his glass is catapulted that way. And then his body lay
Right there, yes. Yes, you pretty much have got it.
And what did the other people that were here with him do to help him?
Vito Caporal from 113 Lakewood Drive, Canonsburg, PA, was a witness to the scene. He first attempted to get Mr. Lawrence up, but could not lift him.
Was he under the influence as well?
He could not talk. Yes.
What about Ed D'Alessandro?
He was in fine shape, although 4 or 5 bourbons into it. I was sitting over there. After Mr. Caporal could not lift Mr. Lawrence up, I then left my chair, got over here to try and lift him, and could not do it. And I had to get over there and pick him up from that side, and Mr. Caporal picked him up from this side. We then picked Mr. Lawrence up and navigated over here towards Mr. Lawrence's residence. It was very hard to get Mr. Lawrence over to his home because he could not navigate the steps needed to walk.
So my question is Ed D'Alessandro and Vito Caporal under investigation? What if they pushed him onto that floor because they were trying to murder him? And
I
now
would
they're
say
saying he fell on his own.
I would say Mr. Caporal was incapable as he could not talk. But he
that is a weapon for sure.
Not sure if the glass broken or the blunt force with the cement pond bottom generated this red material that looks like blood.
How long was he in this said position?
He was laying down there and didn't say a word for maybe 5 seconds. Then he started to wildly laugh.
And I want to say your wife might have bought these for you. These broken glasses.
Then we navigated over here, and it took us approximately 5 minutes to get Mr. Lawrence into the basement of his house, where we then discovered that he had been bleeding profusely from the face.
So you were very lucky he didn't stand up and go this way, which is always a concern of ours at the Speakeasy.
We have this caution tape, and we are now going to secure the site.
Yeah, we're not going to be open for a few weeks until this investigation is completed.
Way to go, Wally. shut down the speakeasy. Okay, Detective Lori has secured the site. So anyone that enters the crime scene will no doubt
We'll have to do a lab test on
lab test
blood
on what?
droppings to be sure that they're not.
It's either cherry juice or blood. I'm guessing blood.
Okay. Make sure that that's his.
That's pretty much it. We'll report more on the 6 o'clock news on this
After the lab tests are run.
developing crime scene. Thank you very much. Back to you, Bill Burns.